Yo, what's going on, guys? Schmidt here. Welcome back to another video, and today, guys, I want to talk to you guys more about Call of Duty 2017, aka, at this point, Call of Duty World War II. You guys have some Black Ops 3 gameplay in the background. I go absolutely off in this Nuketown match, get over 50 kills. Maybe with the help of a little care package luck. I forgot to switch my streaks. These are my search and destroy streaks that I'm running right now, and hopped into a TDM forgetting to change them, but didn't really hurt me too bad. In fact, it maybe helped me more than anything. But hopefully you guys enjoy that. But anyway, Call of Duty 2017, Call of Duty World War II is looking more and more likely. We're getting more and more leaks coming out, kind of more indirect leaks. There was like this Mega Bloks leak. If you guys know Mega Bloks, they're like this. They're this toy company. They make all kinds of little action figures and all that sort of thing. They have a new Call of Duty branded toy, and the toy's theme is World War II. Which, you know, I don't really think can be overlooked or just seen as a coincidence, because Call of Duty hasn't had that scene in about 9 years. So that's another little hint. Control Freak, if you guys know Control Freak, I use their stuff all the time. They're a big gaming equipment company, mainly with their performance thumbsticks that I use all the time. And they just dropped their new performance thumbstick, branded, again, by Call of Duty. The Call of Duty Heritage Edition. You know, it's more and more coming out, and I also just got word a few hours ago via Twitter that IGN and Eurogamer both confirmed that the next Call of Duty will be titled Call of Duty World War II. So it's all matching up. We're getting confirmation from two really big sources in IGN and Eurogamer. You know, those two hints were things I had heard about the other day and thought were kind of cool, but it was actually confirmed today by IGN and Eurogamer, which no isn't Activision or Sledgehammer. I understand that, but they're two of the bigger gaming information companies around. So you know, things they say I wouldn't put past them. So I would look at that as pretty likely. So I want to look into a couple things today, and maybe look a little more toward the skeptical, or maybe you could call it the negative side of what could happen with a World War II Call of Duty. There's a lot of hype, and you know, I hyped it up pretty well in my last video, but there's two sides to it. You know, there is definitely two sides to what could happen this year. It's not a complete guarantee that Call of Duty is just godlike this year, and we're back to the old days of you know, Call of Duty being the top shooter. It's not confirmed, and like I was kind of touching on in my last video of things I was thinking about for this next Call of Duty. It's not necessarily confirmed that this is the most entertaining and fast-paced and fun Call of Duty. No, obviously it's not going to be as fast-paced as our advanced movement Call of Duty. It's going back to boots on the ground, and I said that I wanted Sledgehammer to make this game fast-paced still, even though it was boots on the ground. And I think that's a necessity for about everybody in the Call of Duty community right now. Is if we go back to boots on the ground, it's still got to have a fast pace. It cannot be Call of Duty Modern Warfare remastered slow. It cannot be that slow, or people will lose their mind. I will lose my mind, because it is so slow. It just promotes camping, and it drives me nuts. And I know I'm not alone in that. And so how do we balance the act between boots on the ground and no ridiculous advanced movement, and keeping the game fast-paced? I think the hardest thing with this is gonna be the setting. If this was a more modern time Call of Duty, you could definitely make it still fast-paced. You could definitely keep the game going at a fast rate in a more modern time. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but World War II, at least on paper, does not come off as the fastest pace. And we don't, not that I'm saying we need it to be the fastest, but I don't know, something about it doesn't come off as a fast pace. Maybe it's because I know Call of Duty World at War, how that played, which was the last World War II shooter that we got for Call of Duty. And I know that one doesn't play quickly. So I don't want to get too much into it, and I could sit here and talk about it all day and debate it with people all day. But we won't know a ton until we see more. We should be getting a trailer here within the next month. They typically come out at the end of April or the first few days of May. So I would expect that at least, I would say around by the end of the month. I would say they want to get it out as soon as possible to keep the hype going for this next game. So that's when I would expect it. And after that, once we get something like that, maybe we can build a little bit more. We won't probably have multiplayer footage, but we'll see how things work. We'll get a slight bit of gameplay to take a look at and to analyze. So other than that, I mean, that's my concern. And it's a big concern. Honestly, you know, with Advanced Warfare, we took a big step forward and a big step toward change in Call of Duty. And, you know, it's been a 3-year adapting period, you know, where we've gotten used to an entirely new game. And now we're taking a step backwards. Not necessarily as far as, you know, a step that people don't want to take. But it's a step in the past, and a step to something that we changed from. And so hopefully it is the right move. I'm really hoping, and I don't want people to base what the next boots on ground Call of Duty will be, which is coming this year. I don't want people to base what it's going to be like off of things like Modern Warfare Remastered's movement style, because it will not be like that, believe me. That game is 10 years old. The game will move nothing like that. I can almost guarantee you that they will not make that game move that slow. And so, I don't know. Like I said, I can talk about it all day, but I'm really hoping that they just keep it, you know, in that balance to where it you know, gets rid of the advanced movement so it's not as crazy, but at the same time, it's still the fun, fast-paced shooter we know and love. And the last thing I want to talk about today is the other big concern I'm starting to see more of in the community. I've seen it a little bit on Twitter, some comments section, in the comment section on some videos, and people are a little weary on trusting Sledgehammer games. And I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat where I stand with them. I have full trust in Sledgehammer, and I'm going to give you guys some reasons why. Yes, Advanced Warfare did not go as planned. They tried to make some changes because the community wanted changes. They wanted new things in Call of Duty because they had everybody was complaining it was the same copy and paste game, which I've said before. You know, looking back on it, even though hindsight's 20/20. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they decided to try and change Call of Duty. And they took a big step out. It was their first game, and they tried to make some big changes to, you know, hopefully, in their minds, improve Call of Duty overall. And they had one of the wildest movement systems in almost any video game I've played, let alone Call of Duty. And they brought in things like weapon variants, which, you know, I don't give them as much crap for that as I give Infinity Ward for bringing it back into Infinite Warfare this year, personally. And they brought that in, which threw off a lot of gun balance in the game. And they brought in supply drops, which we all know how the majority of people feel about supply drops. There is a right way to do it, but up until around this year, we've seen a pretty fair system, I would say. Up until this year, we hadn't really seen a fair system. And a lot of people still have a bad taste in their mouth from Sledgehammer, and I can 100% understand that. But I think a lot of people are forgetting of the great things that Sledgehammer did. I mean, Sledgehammer, you know, though you hear a lot of crap about them, and though when you hear about them, you think of Advanced Warfare, they did a lot of great things for Call of Duty. They were the first development team that supported their game past the first year. Granted, somebody could argue that it's easier to do so now with the new 3-year development cycle that started once they started making games. Yeah, you could make that argument, but nonetheless, they supported their game, their hated game, their game that they most likely got death threats from and, you know, just an insane amount of hate from. They continue to support that game. And my hat's off to them for that. That is astounding that they continue to support it. And it's still getting supported to this day. They have a love for Call of Duty that is almost unmatched. Now, I'm not saying that I'm putting them #1 as my favorite developer list. That, you know, Treyarch is well up there above the rest. But Sledgehammer has a love for Call of Duty that, I mean, that is honestly unmatched. And I haven't seen anybody go do anything at the rate that they did. They just started this whole new love and this whole new feel for Call of Duty. And personally for me, I am excited for them to redeem themselves, for them to make a game that the community, at least the majority, can agree on, and hopefully it'll bring them back and ensure the new trust in the community. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smack the schmidt, add a like button down below. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We got a ton of new videos coming here very soon, trying to keep on an every other day upload schedule right now. So make sure you guys are tuning back, turn them notifications on as well so you guys are updated when these videos come out. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.